Hello, you beautiful Spark, and welcome back to another solo episode of Spark TV. I am your host, Danielle Lewis, CEO and founder here at Spark Business. And today I just want to give you a quickie and share a really interesting stat with you. And that is that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. And when I heard that, I thought, that's wild, because writing down your goal actually takes zero skill. So how cool is it that there is a tool that is available to all of us that will actually increase the likelihood that we will achieve our dreams? So I wanted to break it down for you, or even just share it. Like literally, if you stopped the podcast right now, if you have just pulled in the driveway and you're like, I can't stop listening anymore, you've just arrived home for a run or whatever it is, wherever you listen to your podcast, and that's the only takeaway that you take from this, then I have done my job. I'm happy. Because if you actually take action on that and start using that tool and start writing your goals down, and it does help you achieve your goals and dreams faster, then holy smokes, literally I can die happy. But let's dive into it a little bit more. So there's some really interesting things that happen when we write down our goals. And again, so cool. Doesn't even matter if you care about this or understand this, because you get the benefit from it, from just writing down your goals. So there is a psychological basis behind goal setting and writing them down. So there's a concept, if you're familiar with the Tony Robbins stuff, which don't hold that against me that I'm a Tony Robbins fangirl, but he often talks about this. He talks about the reticular activating system in our brain and how writing down goals helps switch this on. So the idea behind the reticular activating system is, in our daily lives, we have so many inputs that if our brain let them all in, we would go crazy. And so our brain actually filters out all of the things that it doesn't think that we need. So we really need to actually tell our brain what we need. So this is the whole concept. If you're driving a car and you decide, what, I really want to buy this car, this red car, and all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere. Or you buy a new car and you've never seen the car you bought before, and now you see it everywhere on the road. It's because you've told your brain that this is now valuable information, valuable input. It now knows about this car because you either want to buy it or you've purchased it. And so it starts showing you that piece of information. They were always there. It's just now you actually see them and your brain lets that information come in. So it's the same with goals. If your brain doesn't know and isn't focused on the goal that you have, it doesn't let information in that's relevant to achieving that goal. So if we have this regular practice, whatever regular means to you, it might be daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. I would encourage you to make it daily if it's really important to you. Then that tells our brain that this thing is really important to us. So what it does is our brain starts to look for things that will help us achieve our goal. So it's a fantastic hack to actually opening up the part of the brain that will help information that we need come in to help us achieve our goal. It is just the best brain hack I know. It also helps to create accountability and commitment in our life as well. So if we set a goal on the 1st of January, new year, new us vibes, and that's it, it's no surprise that at Christmas, when we're having a glass of wine, putting our feet up and reflecting on the year, that we go, oh, that's right, I didn't run a marathon again this year, or whatever the goal was for you. But if you're actually writing down and recommitting to that goal every day, you'll actually take small steps towards that goal. You'll actually take action on achieving that goal. And that's how it gets done, in the action. So then when you get to the end of the year, it is far more likely that you have achieved that goal, because there's no way you're writing it down every day and doing nothing towards it. If you're writing it down every day, you're making sure that there is time in your day for action to actually achieve that goal. The other thing I love about writing down a goal is that it actually gives us more clarity around what we want. There's been many a times where I have set a goal, and the more I work towards it, the more I realize it's not what I actually want. That perhaps it was too small of a goal and I wasn't stretching myself enough, or that when I got close to the end, I was like, wow, this is so unsatisfying. I just set this goal because it's a goal that it's arbitrary. It's what everybody has on their bloody Instagram grid. So that's what I was working towards. So in that work, in that, commitment to the goal, it can actually be a really good process that we go through to get that clarity and understanding for ourselves around what we actually want. Sometimes the first time we commit to a goal, the first time we say, yeah, I want to do that, we do it kind of on surface level. We haven't really broken down why we want to actually achieve that goal and what would be involved and who we would have to become to achieve that goal. So by committing to writing it down every day, it really does help us solidify why we want to do it or why we don't want to do it. So that's three pretty big reasons why this is so good if you do plan on achieving your goals this year. And it can be so simple. Again, this is why I love this tool, because it is available to all of us. If you have a pen and a paper, if you have a laptop, however you like to write down your goals, but pen and paper is good because it's very visceral, gets into the body, then it is available to you. So whether you do that literally on a Post-it note and it's just, this is the goal, or whether you journal on it. So if you do like the journaling process, that's amazing as well. I'm really going down a rabbit hole at the moment of journaling, where you really start to understand all of the key elements behind that goal. So who would I be if I achieved that goal? How would I feel? What would my life look like? All of those little things, so you can really color it, really paint a picture and tell a story of who you are having achieved said goal. And it just really brings it into your body rather than just making something that's external to you that you're striving towards. And I'm a really big believer in, and if anyone's woo-woo out there listening to this today, in the manifestation process, in lots of woo-woo things like quantum jumping. But when you think about the future version of you who has already achieved said goal, the closer we can bring that towards now, the more we can feel like that's already done, the faster goals seem to manifest. So if you can shortcut that through journaling, then that is super, super powerful. So that's it. That's what I've got for you today. People who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. So if you forget everything I said and just start writing down your goals, and that tool is free and available to you, and it helps you achieve your goals faster, then I am so happy. Thank you for tuning in to another solo episode. If no one else tells you today, you are amazing. Thank you for showing up for yourself and your business. I think you're incredible, and just keep going.